On a prison camp farm, it's a peaceful, quiet day with a hardly breath of wind. Blowing across rows of beautiful green cabbages, the sun and the deep blue skies are intermittently blocked by white clouds, sending a chill down the backs of the field laborers. A thin, glasses-wearing Kai stares up at the clouds, wondering that they may transport a message to his children 100 miles distant.
You got to move. You got to move.
Hey, Brille, what are you doing?
This is Aneji, the current warder, has ominous sky-colored eyes that Brill described as frightening because they reveal a plain, primal, savage spirit. He warns his fellow inmates that they are in for trouble since the new warder is not human. Aneji was called in to try to control Span 1, a particular work group. Although aggressive and brutal treatment of inmates is frequent in this jail, Span 1 has so far evaded such abuse for a variety of reasons. These 10 men are political detainees who have been placed together to avoid corrupting a black warder. They aren't servile because they are remorseful for their misdeeds. Instead, they are aggressive, united, and devious, allowing them to take advantage of the system's privilege. Handling forceful black guys was beyond the capabilities of white warders. In this next scene, Haneji's authority interrupts Span 1's freedom. He begins by asserting his authority over Brile, whose moniker is a nickname coming from the African's word for glasses. Unable to judge distances well because of his poor eyesight, Brile drops the cabbage he is eating in front of the warders. Usually, warders overlook such minor offenses, but Haneji doesn't. As a punishment, Haneji denies the whole Span 3 meals.
You see that woman that walks.
Oi, Monica, why did you drop the carrot, huh? You were really stupid. I now suspend 3 of you of eating 3 meals.
And then the next scene, Balding questions Haneji's authority, challenging the fairness of penalizing the whole Span for one mistake. The guard becomes enraged and says,
Look, I'm sorry for the mistake that I've done.
Yes, he's right. Please forgive us. Where we going to suffer? No! I don't take orders from a kafir. And why won't you call me boss, huh? Huh?
boss is a term of respect or another word for boss.
It is because I'm 20 years older than you, and I don't see you being superior than me.
The other inmates laugh, but Haneji smacks Brile in the head with a club several times. Brile carefully removes his glasses before being struck, preventing them from being destroyed.
What did you say, huh? And why are you laughing? Don't, boss. Oh, stop, please.
Later, Brile apologizes to Span 1 and promises to steal something for them to eat. They replied that,
I'm sorry for what I did. I'm going to try to steal something for us.
What happened to one of us? It happened to all.
despite the fact that Haneji's beating was Brile's first experience with violence, he is no stranger to watching it. He was a teacher with 12 children before going to prison. He and his wife had such a big family because they didn't properly manage contraception, and their poverty and overcrowding caused their children to fight brutally with one another. He and his wife had devised a system in which the kids could argue all they wanted until Brile returned home. Because of his capacity to quell violence, Hisham gave Brile a sense of authority, as if he were a godhead. In this next scene, Haneji keeps punishing the convicts, this time putting Brile in isolation for stealing grapes. Span 1's independence and disobedience came to a stop under his guidance. Span 1 spent 2 weeks in acute agony, under constant supervision and without few comfort that makes prison life livable.
Hey! Why are you stealing the grapes, huh? I'm now going to lock you. Enter! Enter!
Brill, on the other hand, surprises his friends with illegal tobacco one night. He says that it was given to him by Haneji.
Look what I got.
Where did you get that?
How did you give it to me?
Nice, nice. Nice, good job. It's good. No.
Haneji paid Brill to stay quiet after he was caught stealing 5 bags of fertilizer. Brill, on the other hand, intends to betray Haneji to the jail authorities. Brill comments that Haneji is
He's just simply a youngster and foolishly truthful.
He explains his treachery by claiming the jail
This is an unpleasant existence. Make a man founder of all kinds of wicked actions.
He also wants to punish Haneji because Panwan requires a decent warder. Haneji admits his guilt and is fined. On the next day, Haneji attempts to reestablish his authority over Brill by ordering him to perform menial tasks and insisting on being called boss.
Hey, Brill! Quiet house!
No, I won't.
Why you done?
Brill refuses to surrender, maintaining that he is not the guard servant, and he justifies his refusal by referring to the greater political situation. He warns Haneji that black people would one day rule the country, and the white males like Haneji will clean Brill's automobile. He further claimed that if his 15 years old found out that he had called a white man boss, he would feel humiliated. Brill is discovered using tobacco and once again tells on Haneji, claiming that Haneji provided him with illegal tobacco. His nerves breaks totally, Haneji says after being punished. He pleads with Brill to stop betraying him, referring to his wife and children and claiming he is being driven to suicide. He begs.
I can give anything you want.
It's not just about me. The whole span wants something from me.
Brill feels pity for the first time now that he has Haneji under his thumb, understanding the man was truly a child, as well as remorse, wondering whether he had gone the entire operation too far. Brill also shocks Haneji by not asking for cigarettes or other illegal products. Instead, Brill requests a type of partnership with Haneji on behalf of Spanwan. It's not tobacco we want, but you. Brill continues, referring to the guard as good warder who can help them handle the long stretch ahead.
Shut those weary eyes.